Hi there, dear chocolate lovers. Welcome back at the World Chocolate Masters, the only competition completely and solely dedicated to chocolate and the art of chocolate, organized by gourmet chocolate brand Cacao Barry. And for those who don't know it yet, we've split up the group of 20 finalists into two groups of 10. That means that the first group of 10 finalists already completed their assignments yesterday, and today our other 10 finalists are making it really tough and hard work for the jury, because only 10 out of our total 20 candidates will make it to the final day tomorrow to beat each other for one and only one thing, and that is of course the prestigious title of the World Chocolate Master 2015. For those who are just tuning in, well, you're just in time, because our finalists of Group 2 just finished their fantastic chocolate showpiece this morning and are now hardly working on their second assignment, and that is a Or Noir story. Well, we were having a little break of a few moments. They were very busy continuing their preparations, and we have made a little recap of that, so let's watch those images together. Fantastic, inspiring images, a little teaser about Or Noir story. But Christophe, as my co-host, maybe you can help me and the people watching us. What is the Or Noir story exactly?
Well, that, Virginie, is a very good question, in fact. Well, the Or Noir story is a totally new assignment this year in this World Chocolate Masters World Final 2015. And because it's a very special assignment with a very special prize connected to it, of course, we also need a very special jury. We met already the other jury of 20 people and the 3 presidents of the jury, but this time we have our own Or Noir story jury. I'd like to introduce them to you, of course, Virginie. And let's start with Mr. Auguste Vidal. Auguste Vidal, which is a perfume specialized person with fragrance, of course. Let's say welcome to him. Mr.
Hello.
Vidal, how are you doing?
Very well.
Very well, okay. Really nice. What is this story for you about?
What is the story for me? But a fascinating story. Fascinating story because I discovered that people working with chocolate they are working very similar way as the perfumers would do our job. They are also combining different symphonies from nature, and it's a very interesting job.
Very, thank you very much. Please take your place so that I can now introduce our second jury member, of course, Louis Duval-Leroy. This person is a vinologist for his own brand of champagne, Louis Duval-Leroy. How are you doing, sir?
Very fine.
Very fine. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. What's it for you, the Or Noir story?
My Or Noir story is it's a choice. It's a choice by all people. All patisserie make their choice. Make as a vinologist that make brand of different beans of chocolate, and this is a good story because it's a choice from the patisserie.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much. We have 2 very special people now. They're connected somehow because they're experts for Cacao Barry for as far as chocolate is concerned. Jaime Soldevilla and Renata Januzewska. I hope I'm pronouncing the names well. They can come together, of course. How are you doing, lady and gentlemen?
Very well.
Are you ready to be a judge for Or Noir story?
Absolutely.
It's a very difficult task.
Or Noir story for me, it's a new step on the evolution of the chocolate, because traditionally chocolate manufacturers offer his own products to the professionals, and now we offer the ingredients, the fine cocoa mass, fine cocoa beans found everywhere in the world, and they have the possibility to launch his own recipe based on the richness of cocoa world.
We're very anxious to see what they're going to do here. You are going to even taste it. You're lucky ones. You're going to taste it. You're going to smell it because everything is very important about this. The fragrance, the perfume, everything is very important. Thank you very much. Please. And of course, we need a president of this jury, and therefore I have invited Mr. Marcus Bohr. This young man is coming over. He's the pastry chef of the Harrods department in London. Yes. How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay, there's a very special prize connected to this My Or Noir story. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, well, the winner of the Or Noir story will be winning a 500 kilogram of the couverture. 500
kilogram?
Yes.
Of his own chocolate?
Of his own chocolate. I mean, it's a dream come true.
Yes.
And in addition to that, we will be partnering up with the World Chocolate Master competition, and the winner will, as part of his prize, launch his own Or Noir couvertures, his patisserie, his bonbons, in our store next February in London.
Can I ask you, sir, how difficult is it to develop your own chocolate?
As long as you know what you're after, it's really a dream come true, because every pastry chef, chocolatier, pâtissier will strive to create uniqueness. And there is no better vehicle to create uniqueness in chocolate than doing it with your own flavor profile and with your own dream come true manifested in your own chocolate.
Yes. Well, it seems very difficult. Okay, please take place.
Thank you.
I've got this question for Renata, if you're ready for it. What is so important about chocolates for you?
What is
so important about chocolates?
Positive, of course, everything about chocolate is positive, including the health aspects. If you know about the Acticoa chocolate, it's about the pleasure, it's about the functionality. It brings our mood up, it cheers us up, releases serotonin in our brain somehow. So we can say about chocolate influence on our health from the scientific point of view. For me, the story here is in discovering the flavors, bringing them to the nice recipe, signature recipe, offering it to the special clients, and of course, measuring the quality of our chocolate in a very professional way with the trained panels, with the consumers on the other hand, and linking all of our experiences, delivering new products.
Yes. So chocolate, it's much more than just chocolate. It's about emotions, it's about everything.
Everything.
Ok. Est-ce que je peux vous poser la question en français, monsieur Duval-Leroy? Voilà, voilà.
Peut-être mieux.
Voilà, d'accord, c'est comme vous le voulez, hein, c'est comme vous le désirez. Alors, le thème Inspiration from Nature, être inspiré par la nature, c'est très important lorsqu'on s'occupe de fabriquer des chocolats, de fabriquer des pralines, par exemple. Est-ce que c'est important?
C'est important parce qu'on a dans le chocolat comme dans le vin un esprit de nature. Nous sommes des agriculteurs, nous travaillons la terre avant tout et il faut respecter la nature. C'est un principe fondamental lorsqu'on travaille des métiers de bouche.
On l'a déjà vu, hein, pendant qu'ils ont fait les chefs-d'œuvre aussi, on a vu plein de choses qui ont à voir avec la nature, évidemment.
Ouais.
Mais c'est beau, c'est chouette à voir. On a même senti, il y avait des émotions aussi, évidemment, des choses qui tombent. C'est un peu dommage, mais ça aussi, ça fait partie de la compétition, évidemment.
La compétition, c'est comme ça.
Voilà, notre contestant qui venait de la Belgique aussi, il y avait même le son, il y avait l'odeur aussi, c'était important aussi dans le chocolat, tout ça.
Dans le chocolat, oui, c'est l'odeur, c'est ce qu'on a, c'est le croquant, ça forme un tout.
D'accord. Merci. Alors, Mr. Augusti, you are specialized in everything that has to do with fragrance, with perfume.
Yeah.
How important is perfume in chocolate?
How
Important
I'm
is
sorry, but
Perfume. Perfume?
Yes.
How important is it in chocolate? Perfume.
Well, in
because
fact-
when I'm sorry, I'm not a specialist in,
Yeah.
in chocolate. When I listen to the word chocolate, I think of taste. I think of it's really good. I never think about perfume.
Yeah,
So how
but-
important is it?
But except the sweetness, all the rest is other. It's a smell. All the rest, all this woody notes, all this fruity effects, etc., is coming to you by the smell, not by the taste, because the taste is just saying to you sweet or bitter, anything else.
Yes.
That means that the relation, well, with chocolate or whatever you eat, with the nose is totally linked. But that means perfumes is also play with the same story.
So thank you very much for this very interesting explanation. So we're talking about senses here. Talking about senses, Virginie, maybe you could explain a little more to us, because I think you're there with our Belgian contestant.
Indeed, Christophe, I'm here with the Belgian contestant Marijn, and flavors and everything sensory is coming overwhelming here. So what is this? It's like cashew nuts?
These are caramelized cashew nuts. This is something which I use on the snack. So I have a very special snack which is based on some traditional dishes from Hong Kong. So this is what I'm preparing now.
Oh, you're already working on the next assignment, which is creating a sweet snack on the go. How was the Or Noir story? How did it went for you?
Very interesting. I think I have a very interesting chocolate which I made. Something new, but something which I have to reveal in a few minutes, I think. Let's see when they call me. But then I will reveal it. I will not say it now.
Okay, let's keep it a secret until you can reveal it. I've been following you during the Belgium competition, so I wish you all the luck. Just one more thing to say. You're working so clean, you wouldn't see my kitchen when I'm cooking, so I'm really impressed by the fact how people work here, because that's also very important for the jury, of course. Back to you, Christophe.
Thank you very much, Virginie. Very interesting also from our compatriots, this Belgian very special man. But talking about contestants, we have our first one here who's going to come here and defend his own Or Noir story project to this wonderful jury, of course. May I invite, please, from Turkey, Mr. Serdar Kaçir. How are you? Fine, thank you. Your showpiece was wonderful, really wonderful. I just want to say congratulations, it was really great. Really beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful colors, really great. Really.
Thank you.
But that's just my opinion, and I'm not part of the jury, of course. I'm just saying what I feel when I see you. Okay.
Teşekkürler.
This is the Or Noir jury, Or Noir story jury. So we are waiting for a Or Noir story of you.
Benim çikolata hikayem sütlü veya beyaz olarak değerlendirilmiyor. Çikolata yemek istiyorsanız bu kesinlikle dark çikolata olmak zorundadır. Yani benim kendi fikrim olarak bunu değerlendiriyorum. Kendi çikolatamı Sao Tome ve Madagaskar bölgesinin çekirdeklerini seçtim. Ve artı kakao özü ilaveli çikolatam vardır ve %73'lük bir baz olarak alınıyor. Sen devam et onu.
I understood one word, Madagascar.
Okay, my chocolate is from Madagascar, San Tome. To my opinion, chocolate is bitter chocolate, not white or milk. That's why I focus on creating bitter chocolate. So, what's the percentage? Neydi? 73 mi? So 73% of that chocolate comes from neyden geliyordu?
Kakao şekeri.
From cocoa, 73%. That's why I focus on that point. Başka ne demiştin?
Çikolatamızın ismini yine sert bir isim, volkanik bir patlamanın ismini vermek istedik. Volkanik bir dağ ismi taşıyor. Vulkan. Vulkan.
And the name of the chocolate is Vulcan. It is the name of a volcanic mountain.
Bu kadar. Teşekkürler.
And that's it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. A big. Yes, you have a question.
Why did you choose the name Vulcan?
Neden volkan? Volkanik normal isim değil. Volkanik bir dağ. Fransa'da çikolatamın oranları yüksek derecede olduğu için, yani %73'lük bir oran, sert bir oran olduğu için bunu tercih ettim.
Because it has high percentage of cocoa.
Volkanik asitlerde sert bir açıdan dağıldığı için onu anlatır mısın?
Cocoa bean, I choose that volcanic impact of that mountain because it just hits the
Eruption.
palate and stays at the palate so long. That's why I choose it.
If I may add something, I have seen this element of fire in your beautiful sculpture that you have shown to us today, right? So it's a very good combination that you use the same name here.
Teşekkürler. Thank you.
Okay, a big applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Serdar from Turkey. Thank you very much. Good luck. Good luck with the rest of the competition for you. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Nice.
It was a lot better.
It has to be very difficult to be in the jury for you right now. but I will not sympathize because you are tasting it and I'm not. So, okay. We are here for our second contestant. This man comes from Hong Kong. His name is Roger Fock. There he is.
Hello.
Hi, Roger. How are you doing?
Very good.
It was nice, your statue. Everyone liked it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, okay. Very good, very good. Okay, they have your Or Noir story here. Tell us a bit more about it, please.
我嘅朱古力叫做 Within 啦，咁 which is 其實係一個我所有中意嘅朱古力嘅 flavour 都喺入邊，好似包含晒喺入邊咁樣。咁所以個 base 其實係聖多米諾嘅朱古力同埋 Cuba 嘅朱古力。咁呢兩樣都係我好中意嘅朱古力嚟嘅。咁所以呢粒朱古力咧就係base on 呢兩樣嘢，然後去 create 出嚟啦。
I'll do the translation. Following the Or Noir laboratory visit, actually Roger was impressed and learned a lot from the art of chocolate creation at the lab. And so when we go back, actually we start creating this story. We also look at the inspiration from nature, the theme, how we can select chocolate, confiture chocolate that will match this story and the theme. So the two chocolate that Roger have chosen is Saint Dominic and Cuba. Saint Dominic is basically a very aromatic character with a bitter taste, kind of like very appealing kind of fruity and floral taste. And while as Cuba is more like woody notes and with like a very roasted kind of like feeling. It's almost like an autumn forest. While as like it gives us like the idea of like creating something. So Within, the idea of Within is actually a French song that Roger happens to like he look at like what can express it better. It's a French song called La Learn Hit Hair, Learn to Hair Within. So the idea is like is the nature. Within the nature, you have all this beauty. And just imagine that you are in an autumn forest with a beautiful flower standing strong. And the idea is bittersweet sensation. And the touch of the little feather is actually give you a highlight of this is what nature can offer you. And this is what Kakuberry is offering you. Thank you.
That was quite a translation, I have to say. Okay. When you talk about the lab, of course, we're talking about the very special lab, the Or Noir lab in Melun. Yes, just for the viewers, just to be clear. Do you have a question?
No.
All of you, or was it very clear? It was very
elaborate. Yes. You are interested really in the taste directly of the healthy notes and the biological activity in the earth, everything related with the biology, which is the main part in the obtention of the definitive taste of the cocoa beans. I think so.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. A big applause for Mr. Roger from Hong Kong. Thank you very much. And of course, always a big applause also for the people who are here translating for them. I have my Brazilian friend here, Diego Lozano. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. You were a little bit unfortunate with your statue. Something fell down, but it's okay. Immediately you had to resolve the problem, and you did.
Yes,
so that's great.
Yeah, it's not like it was supposed to be, but it's okay.
The jury was impressed by your way of staying cool and just solving the problem within the minutes.
Solve it. There's
it's incredible.
nothing to do.
Okay, he's Mr. Cool himself. There he is. Okay, this is the jury. Please tell us more about your Or Noir story.
Well, I've done milk chocolate, different from all the others. Like it's the idea. It was to create a milk chocolate, but with a dark taste. So kind of combining two words. In Brazil, people love sugar. People love milk chocolate. I am not that fan of big milk chocolate, but I was thinking about creating some chocolates that would be pleasant to the Brazilian people and also to the European people. So you will taste it and you feel that it's milky, but at the end it's like dark chocolate. So that was the main idea.
Okay, a lot of people working with chocolate are not that fond of milk chocolate. They all like the dark chocolate. I've got 2 kids, 2 children. They love white and milk chocolate, of course. But I'm changing. I'm becoming very adult. No,
yeah,
I'm not.
I think when we talk about chocolates, usually it's dark. I was thinking about combining 2 words and really something different.
Okay, great. Maybe one of the persons of the jury has a question for Mr. Lozano. They're smelling, they're looking at it, they're appreciating.
I can understand his position because sometimes in the fermentation you have some milky notes during the fermentation. Perhaps his intention is to round a little bit the strongness and the force of the Brazilian cocoa, rounding a little bit the taste with the milk. I think.
Yes,
we will
like
taste immediately. Yeah?
Something like that.
I have a question. I see by the color that your milk is a very, very dark milk, as you said. But did you feel that you probably suspected that the other 19 contestants that you would be competing with would be going with darker chocolates? Did you feel you would take a risk by doing so?
I think we are all in risk. It's I myself, I did my piece 30 times, it never failed, and now it happens. So it's life. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know, I can surprise you, or it can be like nothing.
Very good. Applause. Very
Okay,
well done.
thank you very much. A big applause for Mr. Diego Lozano from Brazil. Thank you very much. Job well done. Thank you. Our next contestant comes from France. He's playing in his backyard, as they say. Alors, je vous invite à venir nous rejoindre, Monsieur Vincent Vallée. Je vais essayer aussi de traduire ici et là, évidemment, parce que le jury est notamment anglophone, sauf Monsieur, peut-être un Thomas qui va bien comprendre ce que dit Vincent Vallée. Vous êtes très content, évidemment. Peut-être qu'il aura aussi des questions pour vous. C'est possible. Alors, racontez-nous, quelle est votre My Or Noir story?
Du coup, en fait, j'ai été à Meulan, créer mon chocolat de couverture, donc en assemblant des masses de cacao, en goûtant, en réfléchissant. Ça a été assez compliqué pour vraiment définir ma couverture, mais bon, j'y suis arrivé.
So maybe you don't understand. I'm just going to try to translate. Okay, he went to Meulan, of course, just as the other contestants, and he had a little trouble to find the perfect mix of the whole thing. Yes. Et quoi encore? My Or Noir story, ça vous dit quoi, ce chocolat? C'est faire quand même, c'est quand même produire votre propre chocolat. Hein. Il y a que Vincent Vallée qui a.
Ouais, c'est sûr. C'est très intéressant d'avoir sa propre fabrique, se dire que c'est notre chocolat et pas celui de quelqu'un d'autre, et c'est notre recette et qu'elle nous appartient à nous.
Donc unique de toute façon.
Unique.
C'est déjà ça. So it's very unique, of course, because every contestant has his own My Or Noir story chocolates made here, and you can win 500 kilograms of. It's incredible. It's an incredible prize. Maybe one of the jury members has a question for.
Dans les cas, juste une question. Alors, vous avez fait votre chocolat. Il y a une idée là-dedans. Vous avez dit c'est celle-ci, mais c'est celle-ci pour une raison, parce que aurait pu être une autre.
Disons que j'aime bien les chocolats très très acides, donc je me suis dit que j'allais mettre des chocolats péruviens, et voilà, après pour me démarquer, avoir une bonne puissance cacaotée avec des bonnes notes aromatiques, donc voilà.
Bien. Une autre question peut-être de la part de quelqu'un? Non, voilà, on applaudit bien fort Monsieur Vincent Vallée pour la France.
Merci.
Bonne chance pour la continuation de cette compétition. Et voilà, et pour la Suisse, je continue tout seulement en français, évidemment. Géraldine Müller-Maras, la voici. Mademoiselle, comment allez-vous?
I can do it in English as well.
You can do it in English, you can do it in whatever language you want. It's language of love. It's no problem at all. It's about chocolate, so please.
In fact, My Or Noir chocolate started this journey, in fact. And as it was is described, it is actually an emotional ride on the palate. And in fact, the emotional ride, it is the chocolate. I think I said it quite well, because the journey after to here today was about the same. And what I wanted to create, in fact, is a chocolate which gives you an emotion that when you eat it, you have some emotion straight away. And when you keep eating it, the cacao comes in. And then when you actually, at the end, when you sort of finished the chocolate, it's still lingering around at the back of your throat. So this is the ride I'd like to give you today with my chocolate. The texture, that's not the truffe. your
I don't know how to translate. Truffle.
Yes,
Truffle.
Yes.
Are you tasting truffle as well?
We will taste both.
We will taste after.
And of course, with the truffle there, I made some flakes. My chocolate is called Genial because actually I wanted to make a connection with my name, and because my name is Géraldine, I put the Genial, and then this is my chocolate, how it came out, Genial. And this is the journey I took as well, which is Genial. And you can see actually on the palettes, I put the little pattern on it, which you can find throughout the theme in my competition. And as well, the truffe, in fact, the truffe I went back to ask my dad, because in fact my granddad was a pastry chef in Zurich, and he was just in the period where they made the truffe before the little shells came in place, and apparently he refused to use them. And as we got asked for the Or Noir story to do a traditional truffe, I went back to the past, I made it traditionally, and then I in fact incorporated a bit more cream, as we do like it as a lighter a little bit. And therefore, because the chocolate is quite a nice, strong taste, you can actually as well eat it a little bit fresh. It's both, because in the mouth, while you're warming it up, it's actually giving you still the same journey, I hope, like the one I have right away here. And you can see the flakes, the Genial flakes, I made actually with a freeze roll ice cream. It's a frozen surface, and I made fine flakes. I only used my chocolate because the texture is the theme for my as well. I like the textures to show you in this competition.
This sounds like a really great My Or Noir story.
I have a question.
You have a question?
You have described your journey, or the journey you want to send us on, in probably more sensual terms than any of the previous competitors. Why is it that you approach your food in such terms, in such terminologies?
Maybe because I'm a woman, firstly. We show the emotions maybe different.
Well answered.
I was saying I have Swissness and a little woman touch in it, I guess. I can do different than the other competitors, otherwise they're so strong. It's hard to find something else, but the womanness and the Swissness, that one is only mine.
Okay, no questions more? Oh, you have a question?
Of course, you want to send us on the positive emotional route, as I understand, but will it be more active or more static? Will you want us to be energetic after eating after chocolate, or more calm and easy?
You can decide. It's up to you. It's, I guess, the taste is such an individual thing, and I like you to enjoy your own ride, whatever that is, or whatever that will be.
Interpretation.
Ok, merci beaucoup. On applaudit bien fort pour la Suisse, Géraldine. Voilà. Ah oui, elle a tous ses fans qui sont là. Formidable. Thank you very much, Géraldine. I've got this one question for you, Mr. Bohr. Is there anyone who has got your attention in particular?
Among the contestants yesterday, it was you saw some really outstanding craftsmanship, and I think it was best personified by the two that ended
British
up
and the Russian
that made it to the final proclamation this afternoon.
Yes.
And you really could see a progression of skill that was a level above what everybody else had done. And again, Géraldine, she just mentioned it, that the target was to use the traditional technique of how truffles used to be made in the past, hand-rolled, hand-dipped. And I think we need to keep tab, and we need to keep track of our roots, where it all came from. All these new techniques, we shouldn't be forgetting how it ought to be done traditionally, because there's a skill and there's a level of craft involved that we wouldn't want to get lost.
Okay, thank you very much. It's all very interesting over here, Virginie, but you're also in a very interesting environment, I think. You're in the jury room, isn't it?
Well, absolutely, Christophe, and what a feeling here. I can tell you one thing, chocolate, it makes people happy. I can see that our jury members from all over the world are really excited on one hand, also very impressed on the other hand, so it won't be a unanimous decision about this fantastic Or Noir story. By coincidence, I found myself next to the Belgian jury members. So, Bernard, how are things going? Comment vont les choses?
Bien, très bien. On goûte, on mange.
Mais même goûter, c'est un vrai savoir-faire. Il faut couper, il faut goûter. C'est pas en 1, 2, 3 qu'on le fait, hein?
Non, on goûte le chocolat, on regarde la texture, on regarde comment c'est fait, la cristallisation et l'ensemble.
So as you can see, it's a really hard and tough job for jury members, dear Christophe. But I would also like to say one thing to the people who are watching us, because you, ladies and gentlemen, also have something to say in this competition. Because from 3 o'clock this afternoon, you can vote for your favorite showpiece. Our 20 finalists have been finishing their showpieces, and they are all on the website, www.worldchocolatemasters.com. So just go, pick your favorite showpiece and click the vote button next to it, so then you can make sure that your favorite contestant, finalist, can earn that fantastic social media award. That's for it. Christophe, I think I'm staying here, if that's okay for you. A lot of chocolate, so back to you, back to our next contestant.
Thank you very much, Virginie. Yes, just stay over there with a lot of chocolate. Thank you. Okay, we're just going to keep on working here so she can enjoy the chocolate over there. Okay, let's go and with our Belgian contestant, Mr. Marijn Coertjens from Belgium, ladies and gentlemen, with a wonderful showpiece, also with a lot of senses. We were talking about it before with the odora was there. We heard some noises. It was really weird, crazy stuff over there. Okay, thank you very much for this. It was an experience.
Thank you.
Okay, tell us to the jury, of course, what is your My Or Noir story about?
So first of all, Akatemai, that's the name of my chocolate. It means hello, how are you in Kayapo language. I went to the Or Noir lab in Milan from Cocoa Barry. I was thinking I wanted to make the most dark milk chocolate ever. Now, of course, I did some research and I came across I was thinking what is milk chocolate and what is dark chocolate? What is the definition? Why is these names? So I came across that milk chocolate, you need to have 14% of milk solids inside. And yeah, dark chocolate, not, of course. So I wanted to make a chocolate which falls in between. If you want to push the boundaries, you should first know where the boundaries is, what the boundary is, and then push it. So that 14% was a boundary, and I went underneath it. So my chocolate is not a milk chocolate because otherwise we have a legal problem. So I have a new type of chocolate, which I call a hybrid chocolate. So best of both worlds. Milkiness of the milk powder which is inside, but not too much, and a lot of cocoa, which gives a strong cocoa flavor in the end, like when you drink a hot chocolate. Now the beans used are from Papua New Guinea, which gives a smoky flavor, and also Cuba, which gives a good a good balance because it has smoke, not smoky, but tobacco notes. Yeah. So that's a little bit my chocolate which I created. Next to that, the truffle. Again, hybrid truffle is the name because it's the first truffle made with a hybrid chocolate. And it's also a double technique because it's in between truffle dipping and molded praline. So there's again the hybrid coming in.
Thank you very much for this explanation. I'm watching the jury. They're very focused, very concentrated. They're smelling, appreciating your chocolate. Maybe one of you has a question. Yes, Mr.
Yes. You had a great deal of technical thought put into the product before you created it. Where do you see for this product the commercial application? Because obviously we're creating these chocolates to be selling it to our discerning clientele. And where do you see the commercial application for this?
I think commercially it's interesting because many clients are always looking for something maybe less sweet nowadays, but with a lot of taste. And some people, like myself, like tasting dark chocolate, but as a snack I love milk chocolate. So there I think you can please both worlds and it will be something new. You can tell the story about this is a new chocolate, and I think people who are interested in chocolate, and nowadays more people are interested in chocolate, I think they will be intrigued by the story that you can tell them. And I'm sure they will take one home to try, and they will come back to get some more for the whole family.
Very good.
Very good story.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. A big applause for our man from Belgium. Marijn, thank you very much. Great job. And let's please welcome now Dan Forgey for the United States of America. How are you, Dan?
I'm good, how are you?
You did a great job with the elegancy of this beautiful mermaid. She was really great, really great. This is the jury, of course, of my Or Noir story, so you have to tell us my Or Noir story.
Well, the journey started with me trying to figure out what a good chocolate is. It's a very personal thing, but also you have to use it for something besides just eating. So what I did was I created a chocolate that was very pleasant and fruity, and a little bit not acidic. You want to be able to eat it. But then at the very end, it became very heavy in the cocoa flavor. So you have a strong cocoa flavor when you're finished eating it, but it's clean. So there's no bitterness, it's not sweet, I think it's very balanced. And I did that on purpose because you can bake with it. You can put it in cakes and you can put it in mousses, and it has a very floral essence to it, but then again, you know you're eating chocolate at the same time when you finish.
All right. Maybe there is a question from the jury members.
Why did you call your truffle flor?
Flor.
Flor, why?
It means flower. It blossoms in your mouth.
Blossoms in the mouth. Sounds great. Someone else, maybe? Just wondering?
Well, perhaps you wanted for the strongness because the dilution of the chocolate in the preparations. You wanted to the chocolate taste remains in your preparations after the dilution done with cream with the rest of the ingredients. Was a basic reason for this choice.
Yeah, this chocolate can be used in many different aspects. You can bake cakes with it, you can make mousses with it, you can make ganaches with it, but it has that same strong cocoa flavor. That's what you're looking for when you're baking with chocolate, is you want to taste chocolate. And so that you don't have a weird like smoke flavor at the end of it.
Thanks.
That's it? Okay. Thank you very much, Dan.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
guys.
Well done. Thank you very much. A big applause for our man from the United States, Dan. Thank you. Great contestants. I'm waiting for the next one. He comes from Italy, so there he is, ladies and gentlemen. And he brings his own translator, of course. But maybe you will understand him. Okay, hi, how are you doing?
Bene, grazie.
Bene, okay, va
It's
bene.
fine.
Tutti va bene, allora, okay. All right, this is the jury of my Or Noir story. So please tell us, what is it all about with you?
Okay, Massimo Carnio created his own chocolate, and the name is Gaston, coming from the grandfather's name, who opened and created the patisserie where they work in 1923. And the chocolate he selected is coming from a selection of chocolate coming from Cuba, Venezuela, Peru, and from the African chocolate from Tanzania, because it's probably his favorite one. The taste of the chocolate, it's to be slightly toasted, and it should be a little note of bitter and acid at the end. It's a dark chocolate, and the note that he would like to underline is the fruity one, and is a 72% dark chocolate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very interesting. I'm looking at the jury. Maybe there's someone who has a question.
He has a very unique style in presenting his chocolate. So this is certainly unlike anything we have
And
seen.
it's very
So
important as well.
It's you know, we are visual people. We can taste and smell all day long. If it is visually pleases the eye, I'm more likely to like it than not.
And maybe you haven't seen his showpiece. His showpiece was wonderful as well. It was a big, beautiful swan. Really good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for this very important message. Maybe someone else has a question for our Italian man standing here.
No, for me, what is curious is that for the smell point of view, it's like you try to push all which is black in in the which is gives an on the smell point of view, which is making a dark chocolate again. That it is like you pushed old, avoiding the rest. You know, that means it smells really a dark odor.
Adoro il cioccolato forte e puro, soprattutto con note sudamericane morbide e una leggera prolunga di Africa.
He said that he really liked the strong chocolate with the roasted notes of the South America.
Sounds logical. Okay, right. Big applause, please, for our friend from Italy.
Thank you.
Thank you well, Massimo, Carnio. Thank you very much. I said thank you well, it's Dutch, and no one is interested in my Dutch language, of course. And here we're going to welcome our friend from South Korea. I'm going to try to pronounce the name correctly. Kyun. Yes. Can someone please go and tell this woman, we all know we are in the Salon du Chocolat in Paris. Thank you very much. Hi, how are you doing? Everything okay? Okay, he did a wonderful job with Geppetto and Pinocchio. It was really nice, a lot of colors, really beautiful. Okay, tell us your My Or Noir story to the jury, please.
저는 뭐를 먹을 때 재밌는 거를 좋아하는데 지금은 자연으로부터의 영감의 주제에 맞게 여러 가지 맛이 표현될 수 있게 쓴맛도 있고 신맛도 있고 달콤한 맛도 있고 이렇게 준비를 했습니다.
Sorry.
So he always focused on the fun in the food. So he now focused on the Or Noir. There's a variation of taste and the flavor, and the theme was inspiration from the nature as the season changed and they balance each other. So he reflect that idea in the chocolate. So they have variation of taste and flavor, but they also have balance of the acidity and fruitiness and sweetness and cacao. Thank you.
Thank you very much. There's a question.
He adorned the chocolate with some, I believe, leaf. And what does the decoration signify?
Do you understand? The decoration of this, what does it mean?
What does the decoration signify?
The meaning of the decoration.
Yeah.
저기 데코레이션 한 거에 의미가
그 윗부분을 표현하거나 모든 걸 바람이나 이런 자연의 느낌을 표현하고 싶었습니다. 그 형태가 바람, 땅 이런 느낌의 디자인으로 한 겁니다.
He want to express the element of the nature, such as the wave of the sea and the ground and the fire.
Very good.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very beautiful. Very nice job. Well done. A big applause, please, for our man from South Korea. Thank you very much. I don't dare pronouncing his name again, but I'm going to try. Kyun. All right, our last contestant, he comes from Denmark, and he's got an easy name, Tor Stubbe. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, big applause from Denmark.
Hello.
He did something wonderful as well with butterflies and stuff like this. Really beautiful with an apple, a whole story about it. Really great. Okay, this is the jury of the My Or Noir story. So you have to tell us a My Or Noir story.
My Or Noir story is about taste. It's about transparency, about knowing where your products come from. It's about my personality as a chocolatier. It's a chocolate that reveals when you eat it, it explodes, it reveals a lot of flavor, a lot of passion, and it's a subtle cocoa aftertaste. It's a single origin. Normally, I forage all my own products. Then it's only logical to make a chocolate that you know where it comes from, and it's organic.
Okay. Sir.
I saw you utilized a very, very unique and unusual dipping technique by suspending your chocolates upside down to let them drip off. What made you choose that particular technique for your truffles?
For me, it was extremely important that the chocolate was aesthetically well presented, and by hanging it upside down, you got a little bit of height to it. And at the same time, I was able to put it in the fridge and give it 10 minutes, and then brushing it up with a Martin brush, so that you just get a little bit of shine on your chocolate. Otherwise, the truffle often comes very dull, but it really needs to attract the eye as much as the mouth.
Of course, very important, especially with chocolate.
Well done.
Is there someone else who has a question for this young man from Denmark?
Does it mean something, Sokola, that you gave a name of this truffle?
The beans come from Madagascar, and it means chocolate.
All right. The name of the truffle, Sokola?
In Madagascar,
Madagascar.
Sokola means chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay.
And that was it. It's pure and it's one origin.
Thank you.
Okay, a big applause, please, for our gentleman from Denmark, Tor Stubbe. Really great. Very difficult job for you. People of the jury, very difficult. I really wouldn't want to be walking in your shoes. But that's the way it is. There is no other way to do this. So maybe I can ask you for a first impression. What's your first impression, Mr. Agusti?
Well, I have to say that as yesterday, impressed with all the ideas which are behind all these boxes, and well, now it's time to taste. Our job now is look if the relation between this story and what we will taste now.
Yes, of course.
The problem starts now.
It's nice to see those chefs. They come here and they speak with their heart. They're just saying what they feel, and it's all about emotions. That's so great about chocolate. Est-ce que vous aussi, vous avez été impressionné aujourd'hui? Je vous ai vu, vous étiez là toute la journée. Vous avez vu tout ce qui s'est passé ici. Ça vous fait quelle impression?
C'est beaucoup de travail qu'ils donnent, et maintenant entendre leurs émotions, de leurs histoires justement de Or Noir Story, le plus dur ça va être de voir si cette émotion est retranscrite dans les chocolats, et ça va être notre travail.
Ah oui, d'accord. What do you expect from those people when they make the Or Noir Story chocolates? Wonders. No less than that.
Wonders.
Well, that's normal.
Because the chocolate is the personality of the makers is present since the origin of the chocolate till the realization of the specialty. And this is the first time the confishers have the opportunity to do, because even the chocolate is personal.
Yes.
The same.
It is. Can I ask you a question? Don't be angry at me, but I have to ask you the question. Appreciating chocolate, is this different for a woman than for a man? Is it more emotional, for example? Well,
it's a difficult question.
You're not able to say, of course, how it feels to be a man when you eat chocolate, but is there a difference? Do you think so?
I'm not sure if there is any scale of measuring emotionality of the person, but I think that everybody has some degree of involvement, certain involvement to the product, to what we do with our passion, what we are developing in which direction. I think that here the matter is like in a good marriage. You will have a fusion of the flavors, the good balance or not. You will have this unity or not. That we expect in every recipe, in every constitution of the chocolate, in every technical assignment. You need to have all of the elements going together, and then you have a good score from the panel.
Okay. Mr. Marcus Bohr, I've got this one question for you. You're addicted to chocolate, I presume.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Who's not? You would be abnormal if you were not.
It's the best addiction to have.
Yes, of course. Exactly my point. My wife doesn't believe me, but it is. So what is so special about the Or Noir story for you? Because you're the president of the jury. Okay. What is so special about the Or Noir? Because it's a special assignment. It's all new in this tournament. So what is so special about it?
I walked away yesterday from the first day when we've had our first tasting session, and I was still all evening long mesmerized about what we as a collective jury spoke about and the terms in which we've approached it, because it's obviously a jury that is not made of only pastry chefs or chocolatiers or craftsmen that work with chocolate, but we're bringing an expertise of senses and of sensibility, of flavor, of smell, of shape that is being looked at from a different viewpoint, and therefore the whole judging process for me was a huge enlightenment. As much as I contributed to it, I learned so much from it. This was unbelievable. I mean, credit to my co-jurors here, and I think this is something that we're doing now here at the World Chocolate Masters for the first time. But I do believe this is going to be a blueprint for the future, for sure.
I believe so too. Thank you very much. A big applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for our jury members. I want to hear it. Yes, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, okay, they're all appreciating, of course, what's happening over there, because our contestants, they're making a lot of other great stuff, very crazy stuff. Well, I heard a lot of very interesting words here. I heard emotions, sense, sensibility, enlightenment. I heard very, very nice words here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very new assignment in this competition, in this World Chocolate Masters Final 2015. It's the first time that we had this assignment, so there's a very special prize. Mr. Marcus Bohr told us about 500 kilograms of their own chocolate. That's what the winner is going to take. It's incredible. He's got to come over with a plane to get this to his home. Well, now, of course, I have to say goodbye and see you later at 14.45. We'll see each other again. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.